Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting live trading session. It's always great to have you here. In today's video, I'll be using the Bollinger Bands and Stochastic RSI strategy to take live trades and analyze market movements. I've actually covered this strategy in a previous video, but I noticed that many of you requested more examples in the comments. Since I always appreciate your feedback and want to make sure you get the most out of these strategies, I decided to dedicate this session to providing additional real-time examples. We'll go through multiple trade setups, discuss entry and exit points, and break down the reasoning behind each decision. Whether you're new to this strategy or looking for more clarity on how to apply it effectively, this video will give you a deeper understanding. So stay tuned and let's jump into the charts to see this strategy in action. All right, before we dive into the trades, let's first take a look at my indicator setup. For this strategy, I've added just one indicator, Bollinger Bands, to my chart. The best part, I'm keeping all the settings at their default values, so there's no need for any modifications. If you're using TradingView, adding this indicator is super simple. Just head over to the Indicators section, search for Bollinger Bands, and add it to your chart. Once added, you don't have to tweak any settings. Just leave everything as it is by default. This setup helps us identify market volatility, support and resistance zones, and potential price reversals, which will be key for executing our trades today. The second indicator we'll be using for this strategy is Stochastic RSI. This is a great momentum-based indicator that helps us identify overbought and oversold conditions in the market, making it a key component of our trading setup. Just like the Bollinger Bands, I'm keeping all the Stochastic RS settings at their default values, so there's no need for any adjustments. If you're using TradingView, adding this indicator is super easy. Simply go to the Indicators section, type Stochastic RSI in the search bar, and select it from the list. Once it's added to your chart, just leave the settings as they are. No need to change anything. This indicator will help us spot potential trade entries by confirming whether the market is in an overbought or oversold zone. Now that we have both indicators set up, let's move on and see how we can use them together for live trading. If you truly master this strategy, you can take a big step toward becoming a consistently profitable trader. The key is understanding how to use the Bollinger Bands effectively to read market conditions and predict price movements with confidence. I rely on Bollinger Bands to identify market volatility, support and resistance zones, and potential price reversals. Let me break it down with this example. Take a look at this setup. Notice how the price touched the lower Bollinger Band, used it as a support level, and then made a strong reversal to the upside. It continued moving up until it reached the upper Bollinger Band, which is now acting as resistance. This tells me that the market is likely to reverse again from this level. Since the price is reacting exactly as expected, this is my opportunity to catch the movement at the right time and make a profitable trade. Now, before jumping into the trade, I want to double confirm my analysis using the Stochastic RSI. It's always a good practice to have multiple confirmations before entering a trade, as it increases the accuracy of our setups. Looking at the Stochastic RSI, I can see that it's currently sitting in the overbought zone. This tells me that the buyers have almost lost their momentum and the sellers are now stepping in, which is causing the price to reverse. This aligns perfectly with what we observed using the Bollinger Bands, where the price hit the upper band acting as resistance. Now, here's an important point to remember. During a price reversal, the market often retests the key levels before making a decisive move. I've noticed this pattern happens frequently, and that's why I always wait for the retest before entering my trade. This way, I can confirm that the reversal is valid and avoid false breakouts. Since both indicators are giving me strong confirmation and I see the expected retest happening, I'm now confident in my setup. So with all these signals lining up, I will enter a sell trade right here and take advantage of this market movement. I always believe in proper risk management, so before entering any trade, I make sure to set a well-defined stop loss to protect my capital. In this case, I'll be placing my stop loss at the top resistance zone because that's the key level where price previously reversed. The logic behind this is simple. If the price breaks above this resistance zone, it means the sellers have failed to hold their ground and the buyers are gaining control again. In that case, I don't want to hold on to a losing position, so I'll exit the trade immediately and book the loss without any second thoughts. Sticking to a disciplined approach like this helps in the long run by minimizing losses and protecting profits. To make it clearer, let me add a line on the chart so you guys can visually see exactly where my stop loss is placed. This way, you'll understand my thought process behind setting it up and how it helps manage risk effectively. For this trade, my targeted profit isn't based on a fixed price level. Instead, I'll be using the stochastic RSI crossover as my exit signal. Specifically, I'll stay in the trade until the blue and orange lines cross each other. This crossover is a strong indication that the momentum is shifting, which means it's the right time to secure profits and exit the trade. Since stochastic RSI is a momentum-based indicator, it helps us understand the strength of the price movement. Right now, the indicator is confirming that the price is moving downward, which means the sellers are in control. As long as this trend continues, I'll stay in the trade and ride the momentum to maximize my profit. If you observe closely, you'll notice that the price keeps getting rejected at this level. This repeated rejection is a clear indication that buyers are actively sitting in this area, trying to push the price back up. This level is acting as a strong support zone where demand is holding the market steady. To make this even clearer, I'll draw the buyer's zone on the chart so you can visually see where the buying pressure is coming from. This will help us understand why the price is struggling to move lower at this point. Now, here's the key part. If the price manages to break below this buyer's zone, it means that the sellers have overpowered the buyers, and the market will likely shift into a downtrend. This breakdown will give me the perfect opportunity to catch a strong move downward and secure a good profit from this trade. So let's keep an eye on this level and see whether the buyers hold their ground or if the sellers take full control. The price has successfully broken through this key level, confirming that the sellers have taken full control. Now, if you look at the stochastic RSI, you'll notice that it has also entered the oversold zone. This is an important signal because, as I've mentioned before, when stochastic RSI is in the oversold zone, price tends to move quickly, creating strong momentum in the market. Now, let's go back to my targeted profit strategy. I plan to exit the trade when the blue line crosses the orange line on the stochastic RSI. And if you look closely, you can see that the crossover has just happened, which means the momentum is about to shift. This is my perfect exit signal. At this point, it's crucial to lock in profits rather than getting greedy. If you wait too long, the price could reverse against you, and you might end up losing all the gains you just made. So to play it smart, I'm booking my profits right here in this zone. Trade closed. I've successfully booked a profit of $1,747 on this trade. Another great example of why proper strategy and discipline always pay off. All right, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you found this live trading session insightful and valuable. As always, my goal is to help you understand trading strategies in a simple and practical way so you can apply them with confidence. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to support the channel. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more live trading sessions, strategies, and tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy trading.